Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see in those first few clips here, we are going to visit a castle. This is just south of us in 𝍊🍼, and I just really wanted to show some clips of how to get there because I think it's really interesting to see other countries' infrastructure, especially Japan, because it's just so neat and orderly, even though, you know, you're on the other side of the road from America. I also love how they just put trees and things in as often as they can. So we're gonna visit the Shuri Castle, and this is the entrance, but it goes straight into a parking garage, so that's not super interesting. They had these little stamps everywhere, which is awesome because when we come back, we're gonna bring our national park stamp book that we have for the states and kind of add on to some things in the back. That was a nice stamp to make like a postcard. The grounds were just gorgeous. We had such a great time. Unfortunately, and we'll get a little bit more into this, but this castle did actually burn to the ground in 2019. This is one of the beautiful gates. My husband's taking some great footage of just how intricate it looks. Here's a nice picture of it without all the scaffolding. This is also another entrance area before you get up to the main part of the castle. Some absolutely awesome shisas protecting the entrance here. This man in traditional outfit. So I guess really what I want to share about this is that obviously it's all still open because we did get to go see it. Everything was just immaculate. Just absolutely beautiful, covered in moss and the most intricate walls I've ever seen on a castle. Just gorgeous. The views were amazing. It was obviously built in the right spot because you have 360-degree views when you get to the very top of like the overlook area, which I'll show you. These doors were enormous. The steps were enormous. The grandeur was apparent. Now, unfortunately, this kind of tan building that you see in the background of this video is actually the cover, the temporary building that they put over the top of this building, which is the main part of the castle that did burn down in 2019. It and I think 3 other buildings right around it. Very, very sad. I was told it was lightning from someone, but it may actually end up being faulty electrical systems. I haven't seen anything super definitive. These people are crushing up some of the older brick and clay to be able to remake the lacquer that goes over top of the wood structure that is what mainly burned down because it is mainly made of wood. This is the view I was talking about just a second ago. Absolutely incredible how big it feels when it's just honestly a small island. And these castle walls are huge. I can't imagine how they built this, you know, in the 14th century. So it was built in the 14th century. It has burned down up to possibly 7 times since its first construction. We did read a plaque that said definitely 4 times, possibly 7 because of the masonry left behind. They are said to be able to complete the reconstruction in 2026, which is unfortunately about a year after we should be leaving from here. But it was still nice to be able to go and visit the grounds. You know, we can look at pictures to see what it was like, but it is a shame that a fire got it. The grounds were beautiful though. We had a great time taking all kinds of footage. The banyan trees, these little palms were everywhere. And despite, you know, a lot of this was destroyed during the wars, thankfully a lot of it did still stand, so we got to experience it for a lot of what it was. But we're gonna head back into the studio. I've got lots I'm trying to do this week. I'm gonna go ahead and prep in my planner for next week a little bit. If you've been following, I used to have a different planner. I really wanted to try simplifying my planner situation. I usually go for like the big, bulky, holds a lot of stickers and things, binder kind, but this is just your Moleskine weekly planner, and so far I'm really loving it. It's got an area for me to be able to record sort of like a journal on one end and then actually fill out the other side for planning. And next week we're going to bake some strawberry tarts. I'll put that on the channel along with a recipe and just a few little house chores that I'm trying to get to. I really need to deep clean my fridge. Let me know in the comments below if you do too. And then I definitely want to work on some more sketch ideas for my shrink plastic, because even though I am planning on finishing that out mostly this week, I want some variety for when I start selling again, hopefully soon. And then I am scheduling some time to paint in the park because I always think about it and I never really actually go do it. So it's been a really low-key week for me. I'm just trying to get back into the groove of things. As you can see, we had a great weekend, and it was a 4-day weekend for my husband, so we went and tried to do a few things, just kind of hang out and enjoy slowly getting back into the whole progress of things. I'm going to be focusing on my shrink plastic this next couple of weeks. I'm going to bring a new idea in that, so I've been wanting to do enamel pins for a really long time, but I'm just not there yet. I figured I would try and work on some of the very extensive amount of shrink plastic that I still have. I got these in like a really good deal, I don't know, a couple years ago that I brought with me from our last base. And I just haven't used them all up. What I had been doing previously was little stuff like this. They're just cute little frogs, and I have snails, if you can see him all right, and just a few other things that I think if I could maybe come up with a couple more designs and some stuff like that, I would really enjoy doing them again. So I've got some new designs to draw up on that, but this week is really about you know, getting my designs down. I make all of these on Procreate, and then I print them out to trace them on my whiteboard. And I haven't gotten, like, we'll actually start doing them next week. I've just kind of been prepping. And then making sure that, you know, my resin and stuff that I use is going to work. So I'm kind of experimenting on the old ones to see if I'm gonna have any color bleed, things like that. Because I did have some really bad color bleed on the first batch doing, I think it was Mod Podge, like the doming glaze, and then I did just the clear diamond glaze, and it did really well, but it smeared a little bit, and I'm hoping with this new resin that I've been using for a little while now, it will keep that from happening, because I don't want to sell a blurry, runny looking product. And especially when you're working with all the colors of the rainbow and stuff like I was, so I feel like these are the best ones to try that out on. So what I did was take some of the older pieces that I didn't really like or that didn't sell well from the last time, put a little dish soap and some water, and I'm letting them soak off. Like here's a really plain Jane starfish, and I've been letting it soak for a little while now, and it just peels right off of the glass, so I can use the glass again, and my time and effort into this little starfish is down the drain, but at least my product is not. And this is done with the diamond glaze glue on, like on the actual bottle cap itself, and then it's resin between the piece of glass and the artwork, and it just pops off of there, which is great for wanting to you know, be able to redo these, but obviously if, you know, you buy one of these from me, you don't want your magnets sitting in soapy water for a couple of hours, which thankfully, you know, magnets don't do that. So when it comes to my new designs, I am going to keep some of the old ones. Obviously, you'll see this frog here, and I'd like to do some moths. I've got the white kind of plastic. It's the shiny stuff. It works really well with permanent marker and if you sand it down, colored pencil. I have not ever used the clear stuff before though. I just have had this for ages. I don't know where to start. You know, they came in a pack, so, well, like a pack, but also with the white. And I've already used up all of the matte stuff that, you know, came before the glossy stuff. So if you guys have any suggestions on the clear plastic stuff, I would love to know what you think. I've seen lots of really cute things like terrariums and stuff, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna be working on some designs, and we'll come back to see what I come up with. I don't know if you can hear the jets, but I can. Welcome back. It is Wednesday. Yesterday I took some time to kind of go through all of the Shrinky Dinks that I wanted to make. I still think there's a few I'd like to have done. So, you know, this isn't everything, but we're gonna get started on these next week. And the rest of today, I have a few like businessy type things to do on the internet. I've got some emails to respond to. I'm sorry about the jets, but it's basically an admin day for me because I am a little bit behind on that stuff since I have been prepping for making my own, not enamel, but shrink plastic pens. That's kind of where I was getting at in that last video, that I think I actually forgot to even say what I was doing, but I bought the pen backs for the plastic, so besides just magnets, I am going to have some shrink plastic, like little pins for your bags and your hats and stuff like that, and it's just one step closer to getting around to enamel pins, which I very much plan on doing, and I am currently designing, just I haven't found the right fit yet. So if you guys have any suggestions on maybe who to go through, I am leaning in one direction with a current company, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, stay tuned for next week, and I will see you guys then. We will get started on our shrink plastic, and I will walk you through all the designs I've got, including the few that I came up with on browsing Pinterest and stuff, trying to get ideas for the clear ones. I'm still taking suggestions though, so make sure in the comments below you guys let me know what kind of clear plastic shrink things that you'd like to see. I had to shut the window. That was outrageous. Anyway, so let me know what kind of clear shrink plastic items that you would like to see as either magnets or little pens. Also with the white, even if you have ideas for that as well. I have like a light sander that I'll use on both of these, so I prefer to use a permanent marker just because it's so much easier, and it's easier on my wrist. But I'm also going to do some colored pencil ones and possibly paint a few. I'm not really sure. I'm still watching some videos on that. I don't know how the resin over top of acrylic paint will work. I've seen mixed reviews, and I don't really have any other way of lacquering the top of that, so we'll see. We're gonna do all kinds of experimenting because I would like to get through all of this plastic and sell most of these before I bring my enamel pin in, just so that I have one less thing sitting around the shop. And who knows, if they go really, really well, maybe I'll purchase more. But that's for next week, so if you guys could please like and comment, make sure you share and subscribe and all of those awesome things that help the channel grow, and I will see you guys then. Bye guys!